Alrighty, welcome back into the Icebox here on an exciting night for the Lincoln Stars as they get their second in a row, beating the Cedar Rapids RoughRiders 2-1. And I'm joined now for coach's comments by head coach of the Stars, Cody Chupp. And we've been talking about it a lot, Coach, and you've said it a lot. The message to this team has been a hard team to play against, and it seemed like tonight that's exactly what they were, coming away with a real gritty win.
Yeah, I thought we were for major portions of this game, and credit to Cedar Rapids. They did a great job of creating a push there in the third, and it's an opportunity for us to learn a couple lessons. We have to do a better job of managing the puck in transition, managing the puck in general, especially with a lead. And something we talked about after the game, but we're going to work on playing with a lead. We're going to continue to build and continue to learn from the game tonight. What I liked about our game, though, is we bent at times, but we didn't break, and there was no quit. And when you're willing to stick to the process and stay on the effort and the work, more often than not, you're able to weather storms like that. And most of the time, it's just weathering them through simplicity and getting back to a simple game, a simple play in transition. Maybe it's the ability to get the puck 3 feet out over the blue line is the difference in a game like that. And I loved our effort, and that's the biggest thing to me. Is we've talked about it a lot as of late, especially, but the how is the most important thing to me. And we committed to the work throughout, like I said, major portions of this game.
You had a couple of first goals tonight for at least wearing Stars jerseys. Hunter Skinner gets his first to start things out, and then Wyatt Schlaht comes up with his first period in what was a great sequence there down at the end. He finishes it off. Just in terms of, again, we've talked about guys, rising into new roles here. Those two obviously were the big ones tonight. But, again, seeing some of these guys now elevated to more ice time, bigger roles down the stretch of games. How big is that for those two? I mean, obviously Hunter Skinner we've talked about as a guy who can put up points. He's done that in Muskegon. He's done that here. But for Wyatt Schlaht or for guys like him who are just coming in perhaps for the first time, like a Ross Mitten, how big is that to kind of get things going here tonight? And, again, what was a pretty important win? Yeah,
it's huge. And, for a guy like Wyatt to finally get rewarded with his first is great. He's been here all year. He's put in the work. Opportunity has started to come his way, and I think for probably the last 3 games, I would say in general, he's been effective when he's been out there. And tonight he got a little bit less ice than he did last weekend even. But he was good when he was out there. He kept it simple. He committed to playing through bodies and getting to the net. And the goal that he scored, it's a complete effort. If you watch it back, Ryan Doolin made an unbelievable play by extending his stick and getting that puck over the line. And what that allowed is for our speed, our drive speed, Agro Janis in that situation to push through, to open up the seam, and then great activation by our D and a really good read to get it to the back door. Credit to Wyatt finishing right at the net and making sure his stick was on the ice. So it's always great to get your first one. It's always even better when the first one's a game winner. So.
And then we talked about Samuel Hlavaj over the weekend seeming to start to really settle in a bit. I mean, he comes in tonight, gets his second straight win, and it's a win in which you guys allow just 1 goal. And, again, looked like he was pretty solid throughout. Again, are you seeing, again, that same type of – I mean, obviously you're seeing the trend, but, again, what are you seeing that's encouraging now that he's kind of putting together these performances with just him, not just him, but the defense around him as well for the better part of his 60-minute effort?
Yeah, I think what Samuel's given us over the course of the last 3 games is the ability to bail us out at times when we make mistakes, and it's huge. And with a group like this, it's fairly young, a lot of new faces in. There are going to be mistakes, and for Samuel to be there to bail us out in those situations, it just gives the group that much more confidence to continue to stay the course and continue to stay on the pressure and stay on the work. And what I liked about Samuel's game tonight, even beyond last weekend, was his compete. And there were a couple saves where if the camera was on me, I was probably doing a little dance behind the bench, a lot of body English there. But he was competing, and even the ones where he was a little bit out of position or he was late to get there, he was working to make the save. And it's huge. You know, a guy back there who can bail you out and you trust and believe in. A guy who's going to make the simple ones look simple, and he's going to make a couple saves that he has no business making. It's huge for the confidence, especially of a young group and a group that's had their struggles in that position throughout the year.
Last one here for you, quick turnaround. You have 2 games this weekend in Sioux Falls and Omaha, 2 road trips. And again, it wasn't that long ago you were in Omaha and the result didn't go the way you wanted. What's key to keeping this winning streak going?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing that we've always talked about. Our non-negotiables are our willingness to work, compete, finish checks when you have the opportunity, and be really tough to play against. And, you know, that's a pretty simple recipe, but it's an effective recipe, and it's worked for a long time in our sport, not only in our league. So that's our goal. Embrace the work required to be successful and all those things that go with it. Play the game the right way and enjoy it. Enjoy the opportunity to play for each other. And when you block a shot, when you make a hit, when you do things, the little things, the underappreciated things, our guys have your back, and they're gonna cheer, and they're gonna let you know when you get back to the bench, and that's what I like, and we got to keep that rolling.
All right, Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Look forward to talking to you this weekend.
Thank you.